Hold on tight, because what you're about to witness is nothing short of jaw-dropping. Imagine a 30,000-pound excavator teetering on the edge of a cliff. Will it fall, or will the crew pull off the ultimate rescue? Well, this is just the beginning. In today's video, we're diving into the world of ultimate dangerous transport skills, where massive machines battle against impossible terrains and unimaginable risks. From cranes defying gravity to trucks carrying loads that seem impossible to move, these challenges push the limits of engineering and human courage. Stick with us to see the biggest, boldest, and most breathtaking moments of heavy machinery at its finest. Let's get ready for the ride of a lifetime. Trust me, you won't believe what happens next. Let's kick things off with a heart-stopping demolition project, a massive water tower coming down in the heart of Mentor, Ohio. Now, demolitions like this aren't your average job. They require serious machinery, precision, and a whole lot of power. And in this case, we have the mighty Lear R960 excavator, a beast that weighs in at over 70 tons and boasts an incredible 350 horsepower engine. This machine isn't just big, it's designed for complex operations, where speed, strength, and safety are all critical factors. Picture this: towering steel beams and concrete structure looming over the construction site, with workers watching from a safe distance as the R960 excavator moves into position. Its massive arm extends high into the air like the hand of a titan, ready to bring the towering water tank crashing to the ground. The operator guides the machine with precision, knowing that one misstep could lead to a disaster. This isn't just demolition, it's a high-stakes dance with danger. As the excavator's giant bucket swings into action, its heavy-duty hydraulics roar, breaking through the steel supports that hold the structure in place. The tension builds. This isn't a simple task. With each swing of the arm, the machine's immense power shakes the earth beneath. The crowd watches in awe, knowing that what happens next could be the difference between a perfect demolition or a catastrophic failure. But the real danger isn't just in the demolition itself. It's the weathered, unpredictable conditions of the site. The ground isn't stable, the weather is unpredictable, and the Lear R960 is operating on the very edge of what's safe. One slip, and this massive machine could topple or go off course. But as the first piece of the tower falls, it becomes clear. This machine isn't just built for power, it's built to handle the impossible. Stay tuned as we watch the R960 complete this challenging task with grace, defying the odds at every turn. As we move deeper into the world of dangerous transport skills, it's time to witness one of the most thrilling moments you could imagine in the heavy machinery world. Picture this: a powerful tractor attempting to climb a raft. Sounds simple, right? Well, not when you're dealing with a machine weighing over 6,600 pounds, trying to make its way onto a floating platform that's barely big enough to hold it. This isn't a controlled environment. It's a real-life test of balance, strength, and sheer willpower. The operator, determined and skilled, carefully maneuvers the tractor onto the raft, knowing that one wrong move could be disastrous. The ground underneath is unstable, the raft shifts with every move, and the weight of the machine threatens to send everything toppling into the sea. The camera zooms in on the operator's face. His hands steady on the controls, but his eyes are filled with the knowledge of just how fragile the situation is. As the tractor inches forward, something goes terribly wrong. The raft shifts violently beneath it, the platform becoming uneven as the tractor's weight presses down more heavily on one side. The operator fights to regain control, but it's too late. In a split second, the tractor tilts dangerously to one side. A collective gasp fills the air as everyone watches in horror. The machine, unable to regain its balance, tips over the edge, crashing into the water with a deafening splash. The moment is pure chaos. Workers scramble to react, trying to assess if anyone is in danger and if the machine can be saved. But the situation is grim. The tractor is submerged, and it's unclear whether it can be retrieved. The sheer size of the machine makes it impossible to lift by conventional means. And now, the rescue team has to devise an entirely new plan to recover the massive vehicle from the depths. The tension rises as the camera zooms in on the workers as they begin discussing possible solutions, all while the tractor sits helplessly beneath the water. But this wasn't the only challenge of the day. You see, when working with heavy machinery, the environment can be your worst enemy. Let's take a look at a 1,640,000 pound oil separator that's being transported across rough, unpredictable terrain. This massive piece of machinery requires extreme care and attention to detail. It's heavy, it's delicate, and its journey from one construction site to another must be flawless if it's going to make it without damage. As the transport truck pulls forward, its powerful 1,200 horsepower engine strains under the weight of the enormous oil separator, but it keeps moving. The terrain, though, is a different story. Every turn of the wheel seems to test the limits of both the machinery and the driver. The road isn't paved. It's rocky, uneven, and treacherous. One wrong move could cause this massive load to tip, potentially causing irreparable damage and delaying the entire project. The crew in the transport vehicle is fully aware of the risks. They're watching the road ahead, communicating in whispers over the radio, knowing that the smallest mistake could cause a catastrophe. The oil separator isn't just heavy, it's unstable, and the forces at play could send it crashing off course with a single bump or miscalculation. The wheels crunch over the jagged stones, and for a moment, everything feels like it's going to fall apart. Will they make it safely to their destination, or will this incredibly dangerous transport skill be their downfall? As if the challenges couldn't get more intense, another team is facing an even tougher task. This time, we're watching a massive 500 horsepower sea machine excavator perform a demolition job on an old, crumbling structure. The machine's arm swings into the air, bringing down concrete pillars with shocking force. With every strike, the structure shudders and cracks, debris flying everywhere. But this job is far from straightforward. The sea machine needs to navigate through narrow alleys and tight spaces to reach its target. But the sea machine isn't just demolishing, it's doing so in a high-risk environment where the foundation is unstable, and any shift in weight could bring down the entire building. The operator has to make every move count, carefully controlling the excavator's arm and maintaining the delicate balance needed to complete the job without a major mishap. The tension builds as the excavator's bucket swings toward a particularly precarious section of the building. This is a dangerous game of precision versus force, and the stakes are as high as they get. And just when you think things can't get more intense, the world of heavy machinery delivers another jaw-dropping moment. A 336 dump truck is unloading a massive bed of gravel, but the bed sways dramatically with each heavy dump. The truck's suspension system is tested to its limits as the gravel shifts, making the entire vehicle wobble dangerously. The crew holds their breath as the massive load seems to teeter, threatening to spill over. Will they maintain control, or will the sheer force of the materials cause a catastrophe? The weight of the load is immense, and as the truck unloads, it's clear that this isn't a simple job of just dumping gravel. This is a test of the truck's suspension system, the driver's skill, and the terrain it's navigating. The gravel bed is shifting with every movement, each shift threatening to tip the truck. The sound of the gravel pouring out is thunderous, almost like a roar, as if the machine is fighting to stay steady against the forces pulling it in different directions. The pressure is on. Will the truck make it through without tipping over, or will the driver face a disaster that could endanger both the crew and the machine? Only time will tell as this intense moment unfolds. The tension is palpable, but with every challenge comes the triumph of engineering and skill. Let's return to the tractor that plunged into the water. The scene is grim, with the massive machine submerged, its fate uncertain. But, as the sun begins to set, the crew isn't backing down. The rescue operation kicks into high gear, the workers equipped with high-tech gear and a determined mindset. As a crane is positioned over the water, the recovery team works in perfect synchronization, each movement measured and precise. Slowly, the massive crane extends its arm, the winch clanking as it lowers a giant hook. The operator of the crane is a seasoned veteran, his focus unwavering. Inch by inch, the tractor's wrecked frame rises out of the water, and the roar of the winch fills the air. Every onlooker holds their breath, waiting for that pivotal moment when the tractor will be fully raised back to safety. With a final tug, the tractor is lifted clear of the water. Mud drips from its frame as it's placed safely back onto solid ground. The operation is a success, proving that with the right combination of innovation, power, and teamwork, even the most catastrophic of failures can be turned around. The crew celebrates, knowing this is a triumph of engineering and resilience. Meanwhile, back on the treacherous road with the 1,640,000-pound oil separator, things couldn't be more tense. Every bump, every turn is a test of the transport team's skill and the machine's ability to handle the extreme conditions. But against all odds, the oil separator safely reaches its destination. The transport truck, with its 1,200 horsepower engine, delivers the massive piece of machinery without a scratch. The driver, sweating from the tension but grinning with pride, steps out of the vehicle. He knows that this wasn't just a simple delivery, it was a triumph of human skill and the raw power of machinery. The C Machine excavator is another shining example of triumph under pressure. With the demolition task in full swing, the operator uses the machine's superior maneuverability to navigate the tight spaces. The C Machine's bucket strikes the building with pinpoint precision, bringing down walls and beams with calculated force. Every swing of the excavator's arm is like a dance, a powerful, controlled motion that showcases the perfect balance of man and machine. The building, once towering, crumbles to the ground, leaving behind only rubble. The mission is complete, and it's a testament to the skill of the operator and the power of the machinery. But perhaps one of the most jaw-dropping resolutions comes from the 336 dump truck. After what seemed like an impossible task of unloading tons of gravel while navigating rough terrain, the truck pulls off the maneuver without a hitch. The driver, skilled beyond belief, adjusts the steering with precision, keeping the gravel bed steady and ensuring the load doesn't spill. The gravel is dumped safely into its designated location, and the truck's suspension system proves its worth, absorbing the shocks of the rough terrain with ease. It's a stunning display of how innovation and resilience go hand in hand to complete the most dangerous of transport challenges. As the dust settles, we can't help but marvel at the immense power and precision of these machines. Whether lifting a submerged tractor from the depths, delivering an oil separator across treacherous terrain, or demolishing a building with surgical precision, each machine proves its worth in ways that leave us speechless. This is the world of dangerous transport skills, where every challenge pushes the boundaries of what's possible, and every triumph is a testament to the incredible potential of human ingenuity and cutting-edge technology. Just when you think you've seen it all, the world of heavy machinery reveals something even more mind-blowing. This time, we're stepping into the future with a tool that's changing the game on construction sites everywhere. Let me introduce you to the flip screen, a revolutionary piece of equipment that's transforming how materials are screened on site. Imagine being in the middle of a job with tons of wet, sticky materials piling up, ready to be screened for reuse. Normally, it would be a tedious and time-consuming process, but with the flip screen, things move at lightning speed. This attachment is a game changer. It allows operators to screen materials in as little as 5 minutes without ever needing tools to make adjustments. Just a quick flip and you're good to go, seamlessly handling everything from dirt to gravel and even wet, clumpy material that would normally cause delays. Now, let's shift gears and move to something equally incredible, but with a whole different set of challenges. Next up is the Volvo EC290B excavator, a machine built for tackling the toughest terrains. This isn't your typical run-of-the-mill excavator. No, this one is out there, conquering mountains and high cliffs with its powerhouse engine and exceptional off-road capabilities. When faced with a steep incline, the operator doesn't hesitate. With steady hands on the controls, the excavator's wheels dig in, and the machine begins to ascend, slowly at first, but with steady persistence. But wait, just as we think the job is done, the terrain throws in a curveball. The step is steeper than expected, and the ground beneath starts to shift. For a moment, it seems like the excavator could tip over, but the operator remains calm, expertly adjusting the hydraulics and power to adjust to the change. With a mighty push from the 500 horsepower engine, the excavator powers through the last few feet of the climb. The entire team watches in awe as the machine conquers what seemed like an impossible feat. Now, let's take a moment to catch our breath, because the action's not over yet. We're about to dive into a transportation challenge that will test the limits of a machine's power and precision. The Volvo truck, designed for rugged environments, faces its own set of obstacles. With its incredible flexibility and sturdy construction, it's tasked with navigating a rough, winding road, transporting one of the heaviest loads yet. As the truck inches forward, the ground beneath seems to fight back, But the truck presses on, never faltering. With its 600 horsepower engine and flexible steering system, the Volvo truck continues to maneuver through the narrowest of spaces and the steepest of inclines. It's a true testament to the capabilities of machinery and the ingenuity behind their design. Every time you think the task can't get any harder, it does. But these machines just keep going. This is what true heavy machinery is all about: overcoming challenges, one dangerous transport at a time. As we move deeper into the world of heavy-duty machinery, it's time to crank up the intensity. You've already seen some jaw-dropping feats, but trust me, we're just getting started. Now, let's talk about the biggest, the most powerful, and the most mind-blowing machines in action today. First up, can you guess how this 528,000-pound transformer was moved across a valley? Picture this: a massive industrial site, a wide expanse of rugged terrain, and a machine capable of handling the impossible task of transporting a giant transformer with absolute precision. The challenge seems daunting, doesn't it? But that's exactly why we love this stuff, because it's not just about getting from point A to point B, it's about overcoming the terrain, the weight, and the challenges that would leave most people stunned. The machine tasked with this monumental feat is no ordinary transport vehicle. This is a powerhouse with a 600 horsepower engine designed to carry the heaviest loads across the roughest landscapes. With its exceptional pulling force, this machine isn't just moving, it's dominating the path ahead, ensuring that the transformer stays secure despite the uneven surfaces beneath. The stakes are high. One wrong move, and it's not just a loss of time, it's a loss of millions of dollars. As the transport vehicle inches closer to the edge of the valley, the landscape begins to feel even more treacherous. The ground is uneven, filled with boulders and deep, shifting cracks. Every turn feels more perilous than the last. The driver has to be on high alert, calculating every inch of movement to ensure this transformer, this incredibly heavy load, doesn't slip or shift off course. The machinery groans under the pressure, but the power of the engine holds strong, ensuring every step is made with care and precision. And when the transporter finally crosses the valley, it's not just a victory, it's a testament to the raw power of engineering and human determination. But we're not done yet. If you think that's the most insane challenge of the day, think again. What about a 30,000-pound excavator dangling over a cliff? How does a machine that heavy even get into that position in the first place? And how does it manage to avoid disaster when it's teetering on the edge? This next challenge brings us to the heart of suspense. The excavator in question is part of a massive construction project positioned right on the edge of a cliff. The team is deep in the process of removing heavy debris from the site, and everything is going smoothly until it doesn't. The terrain is uneven. The weight of the excavator causes it to lose balance, and suddenly, the unthinkable happens. It starts to tip. The clock is ticking. The engineers scramble to react as the massive excavator, already weighing tons, begins to sway dangerously close to the edge. The wind picks up, adding an extra layer of instability. The crew knows that even the smallest movement could send the machine tumbling down the side of the cliff, causing an incredible amount of damage to both the machinery and the surrounding environment. With a combination of quick thinking and state-of-the-art technology, the crew must deploy all available resources to save the excavator. Ropes, cranes, hydraulic lifts, all are used in unison to prevent the machine from tipping. The tension builds as the crew works in a race against time. One wrong move, and the whole operation could come crashing down. As the minutes pass, the excavator slowly regains stability. The tension melts away as the machine is safely relocated to solid ground. What seemed impossible just moments ago is now a success, a clear example of human ingenuity and the sheer might of modern machinery. But let's face it, it's not just luck that gets these machines through these situations. It's the exceptional engineering that ensures these moments are possible. And we're not done pushing the boundaries just yet. Get ready for a look at the Super V LCC tanker, a vessel so powerful that it defies everything we thought we knew about transportation at sea. The 30,000 horsepower engine of this tanker ensures that no matter what the conditions are, whether it's massive waves or extreme weather, the tanker will keep powering through. This is a machine designed for the most extreme conditions imaginable, and it's about to show us just how unstoppable it really is. In the next segment, we'll take a closer look at this massive tanker in action and witness the raw power it takes to move a vessel of this magnitude across the world's oceans. But first, let's check out just how powerful the heavy bulldozer is when tasked with some of the most difficult conditions in the construction world. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the 30,000 horsepower VLCC tanker navigating one of the world's most treacherous routes. Picture this, a massive tanker, towering above the waves, cutting through the storm with the relentless roar of its 30,000 horsepower engine vibrating through the air. The sea is furious, the waves are crashing against the hull with thunderous force, but this colossal vessel? It remains unyielding, powered by the sheer might of engineering. The storm rages as the tanker pushes forward, each wave trying to knock it off course. The water is dark and unpredictable, but the tanker's massive engine growls in defiance, pushing through the chaos. Every move is calculated, every decision critical. You can feel the tension as the crew works seamlessly, their every motion ensuring the vessel holds steady. The ship crests a massive wave, the water splashing against the sides, and for a split second, the entire vessel is airborne. But instead of faltering, it lands with precision, cutting through the water as if it's part of the ocean itself. This is the ultimate test of power, precision, and resilience. It's not just a journey, it's a triumph of human and machine working in perfect harmony. What a ride! From the jaw-dropping strength of the 30,000 horsepower tanker battling the storm, to the precision of heavy machinery overcoming impossible odds, these machines truly redefine what's possible. Which moment had you on the edge of your seat? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this thrilling journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you'll never miss another incredible adventure. And next time, we're taking you behind the scenes of the world's largest mining operation. You won't want to miss it. Until then, keep your eyes on the horizon and stay tuned for more epic challenges.